Welcome to Katrina's Creations. Today we are talking about fabric. Yes, I have a bit of fabric and I haven't even used the sewing machine for a couple years. Let's get started. So we have stacks here. Well, those are the little animals I'm working on, because there's the sewing machine and there's some material. There's a little back end of a pig and there's some more. I don't know when I'm getting to these, but we'll get there eventually. So let me start over here. Some of this material is material that was donated to the library by Joann's. They use what they can for different programs, and then whatever's left over we can pick through, and sometimes they send us material, but there's not enough material for like an entire program or class to make something with. So yeah, so this is plain cotton. And looking at this, I have not measured it out, but I think there's probably enough for a skirt. So we have that. And the skirts that I'm looking at, I have a couple of skirt patterns, but this is the one I grabbed. Not the short one. The long version here is the one I will probably make. I have a wraparound skirt, and I've made it before, but I never wore it. It turned out way too big, but I got afraid it would unwrap. We don't want that to happen. So I'm leery of wraparound skirts. So anyway, I would probably make one of these, something with an elastic waist, because I can't stand doing zippers. I avoid them if at all possible. So probably any of the skirts will be something similar to this, just a straight A-line skirt. That's all I want. So I won't keep showing you the skirt pattern. So then let's see, let me pull out anything I think might be a skirt. Yep, that's probably enough for a dress. I have some skirt material upstairs too. It's upstairs in the top of a closet that I bought years ago, but I have done nothing with it either. I didn't even pull it out because it's probably in the way off future. There's this, which I thought would look really pretty for Christmas. It's like a burgundy with this gold. So I think with a gold colored shirt, like one of those metallic shirts or something, this would look really, really pretty. So there is enough for a skirt in that. And it just fell over. I dumped it onto the floor. Now, the next things are going to be made into dresses. I have plenty of short-sleeved dresses at this point. So some of these are going to be turned into long-sleeved dresses, just because that's where I would not have as many of. So we'll do some long-sleeved. Basic pattern, I have two. Where'd the other one go? Okay, I have two basic patterns. I have this one, which again, I would make the longer version, but with the long sleeves. And then I have this one, which can be made with, most of them are sleeveless or short sleeved, but I can easily make long sleeves out of that. So those are the two patterns. I have another pattern. I don't have the little envelope for it anymore, but it's very similar to those patterns. It's basically a scoop neck with long or short sleeves, and it has a couple of adjustments. You can put a tie in the back or not a tie in the back. So these are the fabrics that I have enough to make dresses out of. I have this, which, see if I can get close. Yeah, it has little yellow flowers in it. So this would maybe be a short sleeve, just because it's such a light color, it looks more summery. Somehow I can't picture it as a winter dress with all the white background. This one, this is almost like a crepe type. I mean, it's a heavier crepe. I don't even know what you call it. It's probably polyester. But I love the colors in this. This is a definite winter, as you can see. It's real pretty. And it's funny because years and years and years ago, I mean, like my children were in kindergarten, my mother had made it, the dress actually belonged to her before that, so it was probably from the mid 70s maybe, and it was a dress. The material was very similar to this, and it was short sleeved, and it had, the waistband was like a whole bunch of sewn elastic, so it kind of like hugged in at your waist, and it was like, I don't know, maybe 6 rows going around your waist with the stretchy elastic thread, and the rows were about that far apart, so it kind of gave a puckered, almost smocked look around your stomach. She stopped wearing it, passed it on to me, and I wore it till I expanded and couldn't fit in it anymore. But this is what this fabric reminded me of when I saw this. But I think this would be a pretty winter dress. Then we have this. This is a cotton. Like I said, some of this I did not buy, some of it I did. What I just showed you, I did buy, the one that reminded me of the old dress that was my mother's. So there's this one. And then there's this. The next couple pieces I'm going to show you are actually, I think this feels like polyester, which I actually like with making dresses because you don't have to iron them. And that's what the pattern looks like. It kind of, on this side, almost has like a faux suede feel to it. It's a little like fuzzy, but the back you can see is, you kind of see the shine on it. This is definite polyester here. So it does drape pretty nice. These two are actually upholstery material. So this is kind of heavy. I don't know if this would work for a dress or not, because it really just might not fold right. I'll have to look at it and go from there, but I just thought it was pretty. And again, this was one I got gifted to me. I didn't buy it. Fabric's expensive, sadly. It's almost gotten to the point where it's cheaper to just buy them than it is to buy the fabric and make them, unless you run into a really good sale. Then there's this one. Now this is a cotton. I thought this was upholstery material. It's not. It's a cotton, and it's just a gray and white. It's a gray background with like flowers that are done in white. And then we have, I have one more. This I bought up in Lancaster. It is polyester, which again drapes nice, and also is very easy to sew on. And I really just like this. Again, it has a white background, but because it's not cotton, it is heavier, so I think I could get away with it for winter. And I even bought this when we went up to Lancaster. If you missed that, we went up to Lancaster between Christmas and New Year's for 2 days. Lancaster, Pennsylvania is a big Amish area, and although it's very commercialized anymore, but it's about an hour, a little over an hour away from me. And so I bought this in one of the Amish-owned stores. In fact, they were in there shopping to make dresses, and a lot of the Mennonites shop there too, because the Amish wouldn't wear something with flowers in it. They just wear solid colors. But the Mennonites and the Brethren will wear stuff with colors. So I actually got this lace to go with it. So I'm going to put this around the neckline and possibly the cuffs if I have enough. So I really liked that. It's kind of a dusty blue with some kind of grayish beige color, so I really like that one. Now we get into the laughable. Jail time, anyone? Yes, it looks like a prison uniform. Yeah, it is surprisingly very, very soft. This is a knit. When I initially got this, I thought of making a shirt with it. I don't know if this machine will do stretchy, like stretch fabrics or not, although this doesn't have a whole lot of stretch to it. This looks, I'm looking in the light, this looks like it's black and white. It's actually a real deep navy blue with a gray in the background. I got this with the thought of making pajamas, but somehow looking like I'm on, yeah, I don't think that's too attractive. Maybe just as a shirt. But I have lots of this. Yes. I could make a shirt and make other people a shirt. We could all match. We could be triplets. Yes, we could all look like we're doing jail time. Yeah, there's a goal. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this one. It is, like I said, it is really soft, which was what prompted me to think pajamas at first, because it is super soft. And then lastly, oops, there's an avalanche of fabric over here. I'm just sticking it on the floor to the side here, and it's like playing Jenga with fabric. It's kind of doing this, wobbling. Then we have the last one, and I have two big pieces of this also. This is blue with sparkles in it. I don't know how well the sparkles are going to show up, but it's very, very sparkly. See if I can get it to... Oh, the sparklies are not showing up. It is very, very sparkly. It also apparently unravels pretty easily, and it's see-through. Katrina will not be making anything out of this. Yeah, this will probably be going away. I tried to give it to my daughter-in-law. She didn't want it either. I tried to give her the jail fabric too. She didn't want that one either. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. So yes, this will be going away. I mean, it's kind of pretty, but I can also see very easily that it snags. Yeah, I'm not spending time making something that's going to snag. And I tend to watch stuff that has sparkly in it. It makes me itch. So I'm not like allergic to it. It just scratches me or something. I don't know. So yeah, I don't see me wearing that. That's going to go bye-bye. So that is my fabrics. If I ever get around to making any of them, yeah, we'll see how soon this all happens. But yeah, so that is my fabric stash, and what will potentially eventually happen, I might actually use the sewing machine for something other than setting the camera on top of the sewing machine. That is it for today. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow I am going to be showing you the yarn that did not sell. About a month, yeah, it's been about a month ago, I showed you some knit crate yarn that I was destashing. About half of it sold. I still have some left. I'm trying to sell it on eBay, but I'd rather sell it to people who I know. And I do feel like you guys are my friends and I know you, so if you are interested, they will be at decent prices, so make sure you tune in tomorrow to see what I'm getting rid of. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.